Death of a Unicorn is an A24 film. It is written and directed by Alex Sharfman. He's a film producer who produced a really good movie I liked called Resurrection from 2022 with Rebecca Hall and Tim Roth. This is about a A24 film about Elliot. He's a lawyer looking to become a proxy with a rich family called the Leopolds. He's driving up to their estate with his daughter Ridley. The two of them are estranged after the death of his wife, and he focuses more on work. He's trying to secure a chunk of money from this rich family. They do pharmaceuticals among other philanthropic deeds, and they go up to their estate. However, they run over an animal and they're not sure what to do. They bring the animal with them, and it's a unicorn, a magic being with magic properties for the horn and the blood. So they immediately find this out, and the rich family is ecstatic because they have a new thing now. They have a new discovery. They are in pharmaceuticals, and they wish to exploit the dead unicorn's carcass for whatever they can, which will cure cancer. But the hook is that the second half of this movie is that it's a monster movie. The father of the unicorn, or the whatever they call it, there's an older unicorn, more violent, more vicious, with teeth, that wants to kill anyone for revenge. So this is like a weird little mix of like satire of rich people, but also, you know, a goofy sort of horror monster movie as well. A lot of comedic cast. The cast pretty much carries the whole film. Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega have a really good subplot about grief, and it's all wrapped around this big sort of wild weekend, and it's all filled in by the family. The Leopolds are made up of an eccentric group. There's Odell, who has cancer, but the cancer is cured by the unicorn's horn, so he's back and wants to exploit the carcass for whatever he can. His wife Belinda, who's sort of, you know, just there. Great performance by Tia Leone. And then there's also Will Poulter as Shepard, the son, who's a bit of a, I don't know, a bit of a nonce, in the better sense of a word. He basically just pretends that he has something to contribute and wants to basically do his own thing. And there's some scientists and some servants and all sorts of characters. But this is a really fun movie. It's a really goofy concept, but the movie, you know, doesn't play it too seriously. It's basically one half satire, fantasy, black comedy. The other half is a monster movie, and they mix them well together. The tones don't clash too often, and it's a very, you know, the concept of the unicorn monster is not enough, so they fill in the rest of the movie with more emotional beats with Paul Rudd and his daughter. He's too much into work. He's a bit of a sycophant for this family, and he's supposed to try to reconnect with his daughter, but he won't listen to her when she warns him of stuff, and she brings in research and tries to, you know, get rid of the disasters that are about to befall this estate. But there's a lot of fun small characters, such as the staff. There's this head of security woman who doesn't even get a name, but she's just really stiff and like awesome. And then there's Griff. He's like a porter of sorts, I guess. He's a servant, I guess, who just, they snap their fingers and want him to jump around and stuff. But besides that, there's also a couple of scientists that don't get to do much, but overall, the CGI is pretty good. The visual effects hold up, and the movie only cost like $15 million, which is pretty amazing because, you know, the visual effects and everything. But and there's a bit of gore too. Half of it is a horror movie, so Death of a Unicorn is a really odd beast, but it's very intriguing and enjoyable, and I give it a 7 out of 10.